Hello there, Adam Stenecka here from Feel Your Gym. I've been talking to a lot of gym owners, a lot of fitness professionals over the last couple of weeks, in fact the last couple of months. And one thing remains true, everyone that I talk to is busy being busy, and they're a little confused, if not a lot confused, about what they should be doing next, what's important, and how they can get the work done. So I'm going to outline a 5-step process, 5, you might call them productivity hacks, so you can get the work done in your business. Now, before we even get into that, the most important thing that you must understand is you can never, I repeat, you can never complete all of the work. And you must reconcile yourself to that fact before you get any further into this whole caper of working in your own business and building something amazing. You can never get everything done. So what you need to do is just focus on the important stuff. So let's dive in. We're going to go through 5 hacks, 5 points, 5 ways you can get more done in less time. Eventually what this will lead to is you earning more money, working less hours. And that's part of what we want to create for you and your business. The more money you make, the less time that you have where you're right in front of people the whole time, the more people you can help. So everyone benefits from this kind of a scenario. Number 1. Remind yourself of your single major goal. So what is it that you're trying to get right now? What is the point that you're trying to get to? What are you trying to achieve? Now, this might be at the end of 90 days. It might be at the end of 6 months. It might be a 12-month goal. But you need to consistently remind yourself about what that goal is. And one of the ways I do this personally is by printing it out and putting it up on the wall. And I see it first thing every morning. So you can do the same thing. You can put it in your bathroom, so when you wake up in the morning, have a shower, clean your teeth, you can see it. You could put it on your computer desktop so you see it all the time. It could be in your wallet as a card that you pull out and look at. So remind yourself consistently, daily, about your single most important goal. And then at the end of each day, before you go to bed, write down the top 3 actions you need to take tomorrow to get you closer to that single major goal. Just 3, 1, 2, or 3 things. Don't worry about writing out a complete task list of all the little stuff that you might need to do in any one day. Just write down the top 3 actions that you need to take that if you complete in that day, you will get a step closer to obtaining, to getting your single major goal completed. The next one comes from Brian Tracy, who's a bit of a productivity expert, and I would strongly suggest you jump on Google and try and find out a little bit more about Brian. Very well-respected speaker, motivational coach, and productivity guru. He has this idea, this term that he calls "eat that frog." He's even got a book about it, worth buying if you want to get out there and dig deep. But the idea is you do the task that you least want to do first. You do that big task, maybe it scares you, maybe you're just apprehensive about doing it. Do that task first. Knock that big goal, knock that big target, hit that action that you don't want to take. Do that first. So eat that frog, get it out of the way, and then you can get to the other stuff, maybe that you're more interested in doing, maybe it's a little bit sexier in terms of the work that you're doing, but first, eat that frog. So that's number 3. Number 4. One thing at a time. Multitasking is complete bull. You can't multitask. You can only focus on one thing at a time. If you're flitting between tasks, jumping from problem to problem, always chasing your own tail, the transition times between you going from creative thinking to analytical thinking to putting out fires, you lose so much time during your day jumping from task to task. So block out time and focus on one thing at a time. So it might be the one thing you're focusing on is that frog, eat that frog. Or the one thing that you're focusing on is the most important task for the day. Or perhaps you've identified something that just needs to be done right now, and that's all that you do. So you can turn off the internet, turn off your phone, shut your office door, go and lock yourself away and get that one thing done. If you focus maniacally on one thing at a time, you will get more done in your business and you'll get closer to those big major goals that you're setting yourself, and you'll be more likely to achieve the dreams that you've set yourself in your business and your life. This is a really big one thing at a time. And think about it this way, if you're doing 10 things and you get them all to 80%, you've finished nothing. You might have worked all day very, very hard, but you've still not actually closed anything off. It's much better for you to hit one task and finish it 100% fully complete, and then move on to the next one and get that to 100%. And then you might get to task number 3 and you get to 40%. But you finished 2 things that get you closer to your goal rather than 10 things that are incomplete. Those incomplete tasks can work on you subconsciously and make you feel like you haven't achieved anything. Now, it's important psychologically for you to get some achievement and finish the work that you're doing so you know that you're progressing towards your goals. The last one, number 5, might be the most important one. You have to take responsibility for your own actions. Stop complaining about the things that are going wrong. Be responsible for everything that happens to you. It doesn't matter what that is. Shit comes up in life all of the time. And in business, it's even more magnified than that. You have to deal with it and you have to move on. Take responsibility for what's happening in your life and what's happening in your business. If things aren't going right, make a different decision and change it. Take responsibility for the actions that you're taking through the day so you can get closer to those goals, so you can finally achieve those targets that you've set yourself. So we're going to go through this one more time. Number 1, remind yourself of your single major goal. Number 2, write down your daily tasks for tomorrow before you go to bed. Number 3, eat that frog. Number 4, one thing at a time. And number 5, take responsibility. So there you go, 5 productivity hacks, 5 ideas, 5 concepts, 5 things that you can implement right now so you can better understand what you should be working on, so you can get more done in less time, and so you can get closer to obtaining those big goals that you've set yourself. It's all very possible for you. All right, that's it from me. Grab onto one of those 5, if not all of those 5, and implement it now. Don't wait till tomorrow. You want to take action right now. If you want something to change, you've got to change it right now. All right. Thank you very much for your time. Go and fill your gym.